Hello, everyone. I'm Celestial, and I have been inspired to share a little bit of what I've been thinking about lately. A couple realizations that have been providing some relief for me emotionally and psychologically. And the subject has to do around relationships, and my basis for this thought process is that everything is a relationship, and that we are in a relationship with everything as a part of this universal reality, this universe, and us being conscious within it together means that every single thing, place, person, idea, talent is within our grasp. And what that means is that we are never in a relationship in or out of relationship with everything. We are always in relationship with everything. And that allows us the freedom to choose what we are relating to or not relating to. And so the reason why this has been profound for me the last couple of weeks rather than my whole life, because this realization is somewhat obvious, right? But there's these social constructs that we think that we are, or we tell each other that we are out of relationship with something, when in reality we've just shifted our presence to something else, which inhibits a certain relationship to take form in a way that we might have assumed or wanted it to take form in before. So by us having our presence in one thing, it's not limiting us, it's a choice that we're making that is allowing us to fulfill a certain desire or just meaning that we have, that we want to express to everyone. And we can choose how intensely we want to put our presence in these things, which will allow us to propagate a greater understanding of those things just by putting our presence within that. If we want to be Zen master Buddhist, we have to take away our presence from the one specific things and enter into the space of presence with everything. But if we are going to be the most talented pianist in the world, we have to spend our time and presence on the piano, and we can't be the best pianist and receive. And if we're more concerned with, let's say, trying to work out how to record ourselves being the best piano player, because if we were busy recording ourselves, we couldn't play the piano. We need each other, and we need our relationships to fulfill and support each other in our different roles that we feel desired to have. That being said, I feel like there have been certain roles that have been emulated as something that's better or worse than, when in reality all of the roles that we take on in society are a vital part, as long as, and they're always vital, but they will come into their best form if we are secure and confident in our ability to put our presence within that. So if we feel pressure or something to be in a certain relationship with something, whether it be in a relationship that is considered a marriage or a relationship that would build a family, which is a constant pressure, I'm sure, for all of us, as we experience this from a biological standpoint to project our genes into the future, and for the human race, that we all feel like we must participate in this in a certain way. But if we are feeling that a desire within us that we have to do something, that we need to do something else, whether it be whether it be a career or an art form, that we must be fully present in that to make it its best, and which requires us getting rid of the expectations of those relationships. But what that comes down to is refining your relationship into a form of being able to be your honest self with the relationship, with the pressures that are out there, and our relationships with our own will to stand up for the inner genius within inside of us. So in light of that, this has enabled me to not only feel good about what I want to put my presence in, but also enabled me to choose and try things out that I might have felt like I couldn't before, because I had felt a pressure to enter into a different type of relationship when I might be more fulfilled being a role that I seemingly invented or chose. I don't necessarily believe that we invent any of this stuff. We're just choosing what is available to us in a higher consciousness to bring down to this physical plane. And I think also that when we embrace our ability to choose and we respect our own free will, then we can see others who are doing their own thing as a vital part of the universe, and love and respect them for doing that, rather than feeling like we need them to have the same relationships with the same things like we do, because if that were the case, then there would be no balance in the universe. So yeah, I hope that this idea speaks to you as it did to me. Or yeah, all right, have a good day.